I'm Aiden Davis.
I'm Garen Roseborough.
And welcome to episode 3 of
Tribal Studios. It's time for New Teacher Feature.
Garen Roseborough and Aiden Bryant sit down with Mrs. Dowell.
On this edition of New Teacher Feature, we feature new English teacher, Miss Dowell.
I have lived in Willard my entire life. I graduated from Willard, and it's a great community, and feels like home.
Mrs. Dowell has already had a big impact on all of her students.
So she's a very helpful teacher. She's pretty chill and laid back and helpful.
I get to act and portray myself through who I really am, and that's a misogynist. She lets us team up sometimes unless we get too loud. And, it's really good when I'm trying to really talk it out with a group and see what I may have done wrong or what I could do better,
This year, Miss Dowell hopes her students learn to become better readers and writers while in class.
I love helping students find books that they're passionate about, and students that are not active readers finding books that they love and didn't know they loved it.
I look forward to going to her class and knowing that it's not going to be too hard and I can get help and it's just an enjoyable class.
I think she's honored, I think she looks and goes, I get to be a part of this future, I get to go, yeah, I taught him. And she's going to look back one day when she's old, plenty of grandkids, and she's going to go, wow, I was part of that. I am the English Messiah.
I'm Aiden Bryant,
I'm Garen Roseborough.
and this has been
Tribal Studios. Let's get to know our 2024 senior homecoming candidates.
Emma Snyder and Aiden Helms tell us more.
This year's senior homecoming queen candidates were absolutely stunning in their dresses.
I would just say your actions follow you, and your character is what people want to vote for. So if you're kind to people, then they want to vote for you. It was really exciting. I was not expecting it at all. Every day I want people to make people's day better, and so I want to lift you up and not tear you down.
I actually wasn't at school, and I had 30 people text me, and so I was just yes. It feels fantastic. I was so happy. I would probably just say it's not a big deal. Just kind of have fun. If you get it, that's great. Probably someone that's energetic and likes to talk to people. Well, I'm in student government, so that helps a lot because I get to do a lot of my preparation in that class.
It was really good. I really was very happy when I got nominated, so it feels great. I would say just to do it, don't wait. There's no point in waiting, just to have fun with it. Because I'm involved in a lot of things and I really want the crown.
Oh my gosh, I was sitting in chemistry with my friend Nora and we were both just started screaming. I kind of just got the dress the day after I figured out it happened and then just relaxed and kept up with schoolwork and stuff till the day of. It was pretty cool. Ever since freshman year, I've always wanted to be on court just because you get to wear the fun dress and everything, but it was really fun getting to do it with my boyfriend. Well, my best friend was nominated homecoming queen, so I think her qualities are she's really outgoing and she's brave, she's confident, she puts herself out there, but she's also really kind and humble. Oh, so excited. I've been telling people she's the type of person who is like a princess, so whenever she got her queen moment, it was just perfect.
I was very excited. All my friends got nominated and it was just really exciting. I would say just be yourself and just be a positive person. I think who would make a great homecoming queen is someone who is just collaborative and likes to work with people and likes to show up for events and games and just. I would say to vote for me because I love Willard and I love the school and it would just be a very good homecoming.
With a bunch of bright smiles and applause, we proudly present this year's homecoming queen, Dorothy Scholler.
Congratulations, Dorothy and Luke, and all of our 2024.
This is Emma Snyder and Aiden Helms, and this is Tribal Studios.
Aiden Davis and Will Swanson tell us more about the Tyler SIS change.
Then, Cooper catches us up with the cross-country team.
Ever since the switch from Tyler SIS to Infinite Campus, Willard has been in some slight confusion.
To clear up some of that confusion, Mr. Dukes and Mr. Sharpstein tells us more. We had to switch because Tyler SIS, a student information system, is required for every school district in the state. And Tyler went out of business or was purchased or something. They were going out of business, so it was being shut down this year or next year. I think it was this year.
Well, the reason why we had to transition was because Tyler SIS, I believe, was either out of date, or I think the company that owns Infinite Campus bought Tyler SIS, and so they were wanting everybody to move over to their own system. And so it wasn't necessarily a choice so much as we had to move over.
Like most new things, there are challenges when it comes to Infinite Campus.
My opinion is that it's very, very complex. There are a lot more things to use there, a lot of things to find. It's just more complex. There's more information, and eventually, once we learn how to use it better, we'll be able to derive more information from it.
Some of the main differences, I'd say there are a lot more features that can be used. It's just that we are still getting used to how to use these features.
I feel like it's a lot harder to access your grades there. Not too much harder, but just a little bit. Takes a little bit longer to just look at your grade.
I'm Will Swanson. And I'm Aiden Davis. And this has been Tribal Studios.
Willard High School's cross-country team placed second at their recent home meet. Coach Smith tells us more.
Cross is a journey. That's what I like to say. It's running, but it's so much more than that. People are like, oh, it's like Forrest Gump. No. I mean, yes, you do run mileage, but it's also a journey of teaching yourself to reach goals. Some people come in not having any base or any mileage and just seeing what you can accomplish if you commit 3 to 4 months of just solid, small amounts of mileage. It's just amazing. Pushes human limits. Well, the team is super young this year. Only 3 seniors, 1 other senior who also plays soccer, but a lot of freshmen. Actually, more than half our team is made up of freshmen. So very young, but also committed and working their butts off, which I love.
Cross-country athlete Nate Sprinkle talks about the season so far.
It's been a good season. Lots of PRs, a ton of good meets and stuff. Really fun squad this year.
I think I just want them all to reach a personal best. I think each season that's what I want for them. Obviously we want qualifiers for state. We want a team to qualify for state, both boys and girls. But also more than that, just personal records being achieved. Like goals that they've set for themselves. Like we talk about big goals that are super big, like I wish in a million years, or this is what I would ultimately love to accomplish. But then also those small achievable goals, reaching those week by week, to where that big goal becomes just smaller, and then we dream even bigger.
Cross-country athlete Luke Govro tells us why he joined cross.
Well, I've always liked running, but I really enjoyed getting the opportunity to see how far I could push myself and really see where my limits are. The cross season's been pretty good. It started out and we've been just ramping it up. We just won Gaines Creek, and so that was really big for our team. I mean, my main goal definitely is to make it to state again, but I would like to see under 16 minutes in the 5K.
But what makes the Willard cross-country team stand out from the rest?
Ours is unique in the sense that we have a mix of people who are not just solely cross-country or say track and field, but also athletes who play a variety of other sports, which is kind of unique because in our sport, especially the older you get, you see just kids strictly just air to one thing. And I think even with us having 3 soccer players that are also running cross country, and then also a couple of girls who play club soccer or club basketball or you know what I'm saying, multiple other things, baseball players who are also running cross country, that's what kind of makes us stand out. What I want is for people to be committed. We had this conversation at the beginning of the year, when you practice has a purpose, and it's to reach an ultimate goal of being the best that you can when it comes to racing. But that means for 4 years, not just 1 year. Now, I understand things happen in our lives and things change, but I would love for these kids to see it through for the long haul. Hey, what can I become? Here I start out at 22 minutes, but what can I accomplish in 2 or 3 years? So I think that is ultimately the bigger goal for every single kid who runs.
I'm Cooper Sutton, and this has been Tribal Studios.
It's fall, y'all.
Emma Snyder and Aiden Helms tell us more about students and teachers' favorite fall activities.
With sweater weather just around the corner, the celebrations of fall have begun to pop up around our community.
I love fall. I like to decorate for fall. As soon as Labor Day is over, then I have all of my pumpkins out.
Each student has their own celebrations and things to do around fall.
My favorite thing about fall is hanging out with my friends and covering pumpkins or going to haunted houses and the outfits. Fall weather is my favorite because it's cold enough to wear a hoodie, but you can also wear shorts at the same time. My favorite activity to do in the fall is go to pumpkin patches.
I really love the weather and like the scents and desserts, and I also love like going to fall festivals. Like there's so many cute little crafts and like decorations and stuff. I love like the whole season. I like watching the movies, and like I bake a lot of like pumpkin flavored like desserts.
The weather and the cute outfits. I love wearing cute fall outfits, and the weather's just perfect, and I like being outside. Just getting together for holidays, that's really it. Yeah, they're fun. I don't go to them that often, but they're fun. I mean, like, if there's haunted corn maze there, yeah, I'll go to it.
If you want to dress up, and you have to dress up though, but if you want to dress up and go and get free candy, I think it's awesome. You could be doing a lot of worse things than that.
This is Aiden Helms.
And Emma Snyder. And this is Tribal Studios.
I'm Aiden Davis.
I'm Garen Roseborough. We'll see you next time on Tribal Studios.